Yo, what's good, y'all? So man, I'm pretty much like in this space where I've kind of been debating on doing this for a minute now, debating on like making these you know, little like kind of episodes of me just talking, putting myself out there and whatnot. Cause I'm not gonna lie, like typically I'm a very like reserved to myself type of person. Don't really put myself in that, don't really put myself out there that much. Don't really get to like I haven't really been that type of person to just, kind of express myself in the ways that, people kind of see me for me all the way. Kind of been very like, you know, depending on if you know me, how well you know me and whatnot, my actual interactions are very like surface level. You don't really get to see too much of me as far as on the deeper scale is concerned. And I feel like this is the perfect time for me to create a video like this or just shed some light on the things that I'm about to talk about, just because like they've been heavily on my mind, and the stuff that I've kind of like just store in my mind and don't ever really like put it out there into the world unless I'm, speaking about it or thinking about it with myself, or people that are genuinely like really close to me and whatnot. So, but I do feel like that's even the part that I want to address, like that, just the fact that, putting those things out into the open and allowing people to hear what you got to say is very important, especially if they're willing to listen, and especially if they can relate. And I just feel like, the biggest thing for me is that, even starting out with like, this content creation and like even modeling and things of that nature, just putting myself out there, that was like a bigger stepping stone for me. That was something that I really like have been debating on doing for a long time, and just kind of brought myself into doing. I kind of just said, I'm just gonna do it. Like just something that is gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen for myself. I'm just kind of like the type of person that don't really like to wait on too many opportunities. I like to go create them myself, and so that's kind of the motivation behind it. But with the ways that I have been approaching it, just off of like just kind of starting out and really it being something so fresh and so new, I feel like it's been something in a way where I'm not really talking on the screen. I'm not on camera. I'm not really talking to the people who are watching. I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I'm really just going out there or going on camera, putting my outfits together or whatever the case may be, and just posting that without, any real insight on me and who I am as a person. And I feel like this is like just crazy for me because the person like 5, 10+ years ago could never see me doing this right here. And I feel like that's the biggest thing for me though. It's like just being the motivation or providing people with motivation to like the motivation to be able to do everything that they want to do, everything that they say to do, that they want to do, everything that they just see for themselves. And that's the biggest thing for me, just because I know where I've come from and I know my purpose is greater than just, those videos you might see on my pages or my, my Instagram, TikTok, etc. So, but that's what I'm trying to accomplish, just a deeper side of me, a deeper level. So I'm hoping obviously to get to that point where I do, talk on camera, I do, branch out a little bit more. But right now I feel like this is a safe space for me to do that. We just gonna start here. So, but the biggest thing that I kind of has been heavy in my mind is just like, I got stuff written down. I'm the type of dude that just be having stuff written down. I'm gonna talk about it. I got little think pieces or whatever. So, but I think you truly don't, to me, it's like you truly don't know how you affect or impact people just off of day-to-day interactions, and at the end of the day, that's all you leave that's all you leave on this earth when you go, type of thing. It's just how you impacted others, how you affected others' lives, and the things that you did positively and negatively, obviously, while you're here. But you hope there's more positive than negative. That's all you can hope for, as long as you just living in a way that shines a positive light and allows other people to kind of absorb that light and continue on with with the same type of attitude, if that makes sense. So, I'm having a hard time right now because it's like my first time ever doing this, but at the same time, I think hopefully I'm being understood, and I just feel like I'm a person who obviously I deal with day-to-day real life stuff all the time. we all go through our own battles. We all got our own struggles. So and I feel like that's important to acknowledge, and just to understand, I just want to kind of build a place where, shoot, we can all come together and kind of talk about those things, or just know that we all connected in some way, shape, or form. So, and I feel like that is something that I want to build. That's something that I've like been having the urge to like just create an avenue, create a safe space for me to express myself to people that care and want to hear me speak and want to hear me talk. So, and that's the biggest thing, man. Just trying to stay down the path of just being me, just being in a place where I can continue to do what I do in a positive way and just shed light on so many others, inspire so many others. That's my biggest motivation behind it. I just want to see everybody win. I want to see everyone successful, but I also want to see us living life in a healthy way. And I think that is just who I am as a person. Like, you know, every day ain't gonna be what you expect it to be. I know from experience, like it's just, we just carry so much, you know, people carry so much on a day-to-day basis, and it's just like sometimes everybody don't have that space to kind of express that and kind of like express it in a healthy way. Sometimes, like, even I'm speaking from my personal experience, sometimes you don't know how to express stuff. You don't know how to get that stuff out, that negative energy. You don't know how to release it, you know, in a proper way. So I just do understand that, you know, I understand the realities of the world, and it ain't sweet all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's some things you just gonna have to go through. Some things you just gonna have to like. Sometimes it might feel like you're alone, but at the end of the day, you're not, because you know who you got upstairs. You feel me? You know who that is. You know what he could do for you. You know. Now I realized in the last clip you could probably hear the train in the background, but what I'm basically saying is that I'm looking to make a deeper impact on other people and the lives of others, and just I know my purpose is bigger and just bigger than just inspiring others to put on outfits and make creative videos and whatnot. Like, I feel like that's just one part of it. You know, that's the thing with me. I got so many things I'm hoping to do and wish to do, and like, and it just, that burning desire just sometimes be eating at me every day. It's like, it's just this thing where you feel like you got so many things you want to do, and you try to do it in a certain amount of time, and you just keep kind of like feeling like you kind of rushing the process a little bit, and you got to keep checking yourself time and time again. And I don't know if that's like I know that's probably a struggle for so many people, you know, because everybody got their own dreams and wishes and desires that they trying to achieve, everything that they're trying to achieve and do in this world with the time they have it. And I feel like that's me as well. Just, I get out of my way sometimes. I start to like get away from the bigger picture, and that's just, you know, staying focused, staying on the path, working every day, doing what you can day in and day out to just get to that point, get to where you're trying to go, achieve what you're trying to achieve and accomplish. But, and I mean, that's where I'm coming from. I just want everybody to know, everybody to understand that who I am as a person, and just to understand that like we are not alone in any of this. We are not alone in any of these endeavors, and I feel like we all have a purpose. We all have a bigger purpose than us than we can even see. And like I said, man, I've been able to produce, just in this short span of time, produce some content that I'm very proud of, and very proud of myself for even getting to that point. Real, to be honest, like getting to this point right here, like, shoot, we could say 5 months ago, I probably wouldn't see myself really doing this. I was going back and forth with it so heavily, but that's the thing. Like, just taking that leap of faith sometimes is so necessary. You know, I've satisfied so many of my like just deeper desires as far as what I want to do, just based off taking that leap and just doing what I've been thinking about doing for so long, man. Like, and just attacking that opportunity whenever it presents itself, and just trying to just staying true to yourself and staying true to the grind that you kind of create for yourself, honestly. Like, and so, yeah, man, this is not all this like page is going to be about. Obviously, I posted a few shorts of my videos that people may have seen before on Instagram or TikTok and whatever, but I'm hoping to do way more content in this. This is just something I hope to also continue with, and just be able to talk to people who, like, again, want to listen, and people who support me and what I'm doing. I feel like this is something I kind of plan on doing like way before I even started doing my videos and whatnot. So But yeah, man, I'm just a young dude trying to make it. You feel me? Just like everybody else, trying to just stay true to themselves, try to stay true to God and everything that He's planning for me, has in store for me in my future. Just trying to stay true to that. It get hard, but just knowing that I got somebody over me guiding my step make all the difference, man. Real talk. So, but yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to achieve with this video. I appreciate everybody who stuck it out and listened. I'm finally on the camera really talking. I haven't done it that much, and I'm definitely felt more comfortable as the video went on, which is good. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.